All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders, apostles, great millstone. And Shalom to the hopeful elect of the tabernacle of David, scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth. Um, Salutations, Shalom to you all. And the name of this video is "The Grinders Cease Because They're Few," Salakia. And I got it from Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, and the 3rd verse. And briefly, I just wanted to go into a couple of articles that I had ran across dealing with where all of this is leading. And when I say where all of this is leading, I mean ultimately the direction that the powers to be, um, which are headed by the house of Esau, Edom. All right, this is the direction in which they are taking, or they are attempting to take, the planet Earth. All right, and it is truly, a sight to see. Um, it is a sight to see just the lack of, the lack of wisdom, the lack of care. He's really starting to look bad. All right, and he's really starting to look, or he's really starting to show his true colors. You know, but ultimately the point is, a lot of people are about to be out of work. Um, a lot of people are going to be at the house, um, not doing shit. All right. And that was the plan from the get go. And these multinational corporations have been planning for this, for years, and years and years. All right. In the form of these different technologies that they have been developing. Um, and this is all going to push society towards a somewhat of a corporate welfare state. All right, a technocratic corporate welfare state. All right, where you have um, the top, the 1%, the elites, the wealthy, where they have everything. All right, and the large majority, all right, has as little as possible. All right, as physically possible. All right, and that you can be sustained, with a universal basic income, for example. All right, you know, but what they're looking to do is to lock all you Jakes, all you people, all right, in a cage in your house, all right, and give you, Netflix to watch, all right, and ultimately to put that chip, to put that MOTB in you, all right, and to give you that UBI, all right. And like he says, Charles Schwab, he says you will own nothing and you will be happy. All right. And that is exactly where this is going. So let me get into this real quick. Um, it's a couple articles, they're not long. I'm gonna read them real quick. This one is on the Hill. Um, it says McDonald's hikes prices to offset wages. Salakia. That must be Mr. Bottle. It says McDonald's hikes prices to offset wage increases, supply cost. It says McDonald's is hiking the prices of its menu items in an effort to offset wage increases and supply costs as the United States grapples with a labor shortage and supply chain crisis. All right. And then, that takes us back to the root, or to the cause of this entire situation, which is the pandemic. All right, the you know what, which has set off, a series of um, reactions from the powers that be. All right, that have created, this environment that we're living in today, um, with the labor shortage. All right, and with the supply chain crisis, which is driving up the cost of everything, which is going to cause most small to medium sized businesses that didn't already go out of business last year and when the thing first started, they're definitely not going to make it through this next phase. This was designed. Um, this was designed specifically to eliminate the middle class, to eliminate small to medium sized businesses or any other enterprise that has not aligned its mission with the NWO, with the Great Reset. All right, and all these different things that they're doing. All right, it's going to lead to a greater division in wealth. You know, and then it's also on the flip side of that, it's also going to limit uh the people's options as far as where they spend the little money that they do have. You know, so right now you can still go and get products and services from a fairly decent amount you know of companies. But as we go get further in this process, as we get further in their plan, consumers are going to have less and less options to spend where they spend their money. you know these businesses, these multinational corporations are getting bigger and stronger and more powerful as this goes along. Let me keep reading. It says, compared to last year, higher ups at the fast food chain anticipate menu prices in the US to increase to roughly 6% this year, despite the fact that McDonald's reported strong third quarter results on Wednesday, right? Because these companies have been doing well, all right, since this stuff started. Amazon has been doing well. McDonald's has been doing well. All these New World Order companies, these Great Reset corporations, they've been doing well, and they're going to continue to do well. It says that's because in McDonald's, U.S. restaurants' wages this year are up at least 10% as of now, and supply costs for such things such as food and paper are anticipated to increase 4%, according to the journal. McDonald's is having a difficult time trying to hire enough people to operate under regular hours. And they're the ones that cause this labor shortage in the first place by incentivizing people to not work by giving them so-called free money. All right, and now they're running in with the solution. All right, which is um, automation, which is AI, robots. They're gonna try to replace as many jobs as possible. All right, with these robots, and with this technology, which is ultimately going to boost their profits even more. All right, because businesses' primary expenditure, their primary, thing that they pay for is human resources, is their employees. All right, that's their biggest expense. So best believe these corporations have been licking their chops for years for this. You know, it says earlier on Wednesday, the fast food chain reported that its U.S. same-store sales in third quarter grew 9.6% compared to 4.6% last year during the same time. The chain noted that it was attributed to larger order sizes, increases to its menu prices, its crispy chicken sandwich, and celebrity endorsement through its famous man, Salaki, these damn ads, man. Damn ads. Let me keep reading. It says the news of McDonald's increased menu prices comes as the U.S. battles a supply chain crisis and labor shortage that is disrupting a variety of industries. Given the rollout and effectiveness of the Vanessas married with the federal aid during the pandemic, demand is outstripping supply, right? Because you have all these extra dollars that they printed out of thin air that they printed into the economy. You have all these dollars chasing less and less amounts of goods and services, which is going to ultimately cause inflation and then hyperinflation. This was very elegantly designed. All right, when you really, look at it and analyze it. It says some port closures, a lack of workers in places like trucking and other supply chain issues have contributed to a rise in prices for goods. Earlier this month, the White House announced that the Port of Los Angeles and several companies like FedEx would be working around the clock to alleviate some of the supply chain disruptions. All right, let me go to the next article because this next article is going into, like I said, the solution. And this is just one example. This is a McDonald's, but this is ultimately going to happen on a large scale, all right, in a lot of different industries and a lot of different companies, all right, in a lot of different job descriptions, okay, job descriptions that are even, higher paying than a McDonald's drive-through worker, all right. AI, this technology that they have in the cut can replace a lot of jobs, all right, a lot of jobs, more than people think, you know. All right, let me get into this next one. It says IBM, McDonald's to serve up automated drive-through lanes with strategic partnership. It says IBM will help scale McDonald's automated order taking technology and tackle integrations, including additional languages, dialects, and menu variations. It says McDonald's has issued into a strategic partnership with IBM in an effort to accelerate the development of automated drive-through lanes. And Lord wills, I do a lesson on this. But when you actually go into the history of IBM, when you go into the founders of IBM, um, I'm pretty sure it goes back to directly to some of these upper echelon houses of Esau Edom. Um, they have a long, deep history. But like I said, that's another topic for another day. Lord will, I'll do that. It says McDonald's has entered into a strategic partnership with IBM in an effort to accelerate the development of automated drive-through lanes. McDonald's, let me skip down. It says McDonald's CEO Chris Kempczynski announced at the Alliance Bernstein Strategic Divisions Conference in June that the AI technology was being piloted at around 10 drive-thrus in Chicago area and that the systems could fulfill customer orders with 85% accuracy, with workers having to step in for approximately 1 in 5 orders. All right, which means that these McDonald's will be able to cut down on their number of employees significantly. All right, significantly. It says McDonald's development and testing of AOT technology in restaurants has shown substantial benefits to customers and the restaurant crew experience. Salakia. It says the company said in a joint statement on Wednesday, moving forward, IBM's expertise in building customer care solutions with AI and natural language processing will help scale the AOT technology across markets and tackle integration, including additional languages, dialects, and menu variations. The partnership comes after Kim Kaczynski emphasized during the June conference that McDonald's would not go into the business of competing with tech companies who specialize in voice recognition, um, point of sale, or customer relationship management systems. Um, Let me skip down, see if there's anything else I want on this. It says the announcement comes as McDonald's third quarter revenue beats Wall Street estimates. Right, so these blue blood multinational corporations are winning, man. They are absolutely winning. All right, and we're about to see, you know, the average Joe. All right, we're about to see niggas out here, um, you know, take L's, man. People are about to start getting, kicked out of their houses. All right, people are about to start not being able to feed their families. All right, these are the times that we're coming into. All right, we're coming into very hard times, very sobering times. All right, the beginning of sorrows. All right, and this is just the beginning, you know. So that's all I wanted to get on that. Just wanted to touch on that real quick. So I'll say shalom.